trouble with a player, it's your job, your duty, the phone was to keep them time out. Everybody understand that. You're going to talk to your team on it, you talk to your team on it. If we have a penalty tonight, we'll call for a white captain or a green captain. We'll explain the options to you. If you don't understand them, ask me again.
Everybody has a good time, not only on the football field, but as you see, cheering in the stands as well. Everybody gets up for the big game.
Ebinger hands it off, left side, a little bit of room for Washington, and he is in the end zone for an A.L. Brown touchdown.
And when you have success, you try it again, as Washington again makes another huge run for this offense. And the blocking on the play was exceptional.
Stepping in to attempt the extra point, Eric Amaya, the senior, and he will punch that one through. Amaya has been very reliable points after touchdowns, but not called on to kick a lot of field goals with this offense.
Well, this offense is, as you see, high octane. And they have some players that can make plays, and you have guys that can pick up yardage in chunks. And we've just seen one of those guys, Washington, do so. Damian Washington, they use his speed to the outside. We saw him catch a pass. Here's a guy that you have to locate in his offense, but it appears that Coach Newsom is going to use him all over the football field.
And we'll take another look at it here on the Discount Tire instant replay. And boy, oh boy, that was almost blocked. As you saw, one of the spiders slice through and nearly get a hand on it. And here's another look at Washington as he runs in from about 12 yards out for that touchdown.
Well, you see, you're going to see the misdirection. It freezes the defense as it gets to the outside. And too many of the Spiders, they were locked into the inside and got to the outside because they took the wrong path in terms of getting into the backfield. He was able to get to the outside. See, how many guys are to his right? Too many. Breaks the tackle, touchdown.
Settergren combining for the tackle, but A.L. Brown in good shape here. Just underway first quarter, and here's the pitch. Phillips is in. Khalif Phillips with 23 touchdowns during the regular season. This the final game. He adds another to that total, 24 now. And they celebrate here at A.L. Brown.
Well, you see with Phillips and Washington, a lot of speed. And when you have two players that you have to pay attention to, it makes it hard defensively because now you have to defend the field. And that's what Coach Newsom is forcing his defense to do with the Spiders. He's making them run laterally to see if they can get to the corner. And so far, on 2 drives, they have been unable to get to the corner and stop the run.
And with that, A.L. Brown leads it 14-0. We'll get a quick break. We'll be right back on the Time Warner Cable. So, Eric Amaya will step in once again to attempt the field goal. Pretty good snap and hold. And that one is through. So Eric Amaya makes it a 17-0 lead for A.L. Brown.
Saying it time and time again, and not to, I guess I was going to say not to sound redundant, but the speed, you're going to see guys get to the outside, just outrun the defense. Good blocking. We're seeing here Phillips, he's back inside, and he's nice, good vision.
And Phillips cuts it up the field and is once again in the end zone for A.L. Brown.
The vision of this kid. He sees it. They never broke stride. Again, good blocking at the point of attack. When you have the type of blocking you had on that play, you just run. Run to what you see, run to daylight as we call it, and that's what you saw. I think now you're seeing multiple players be successful.
Maya in for the extra point. That one's right through. And it is 24-0 here in the first quarter of play.
Well, you can see the Warriors are an inspired football team. And they're playing like conference championship. That is ours. And we're not giving it to you because, again, they've shown discipline, good blocking, surely good players as we see here. Cutback ability, tough running, touchdown. But again, the Warriors are playing at a high level right now.
Well, a lot of one-on-one matchups for the offense as they come down the field down there. And Phillips does a great job to wait for that block and then just step up the field for the touchdown. His second touchdown for A.L. Brown. Phillips now with 25 touchdowns on the season. Part of that jailbreak, as you say, on 4th and 6. Concord is set to go for it here. Beecher will stand in a shotgun with Phillips to his left. 2 seconds on the play clock, but he gets it off. Beecher looks right. Nice hit. And it's a touchdown for Concord. Alex Asbury, and I watched them practice that play in warm-ups for about 20-30 minutes, Ethan, earlier tonight. And that is a bread and butter play when Asbury can get his shoulder squared, that ball right on the numbers.
Well, not only that was the formation. I mean, Glenn Padgett put everybody to the boundary, to his side of the sidelines. What he said was, I'm going to put my best receiver against your corner, in this case Lawson, and let's go one-on-one, and let's see which guy will win. You saw it there. Number 80, as we watched here on the screen, he won that battle.
6'2", 165. 8 touchdowns now as a receiver for Concord. And a little bit of drama there, but it's going to be banged through. And Sausage makes it a 24-7 score here as the Spiders faithful finally have something to cheer about. We talked about the costumes. We talked about the makeup, the body paint.
He got away with it. He got away with it.
3rd down and 8 for Concord. Phillips backing around the 23-yard line, and Beecher will hand it off to him. No, he won't. Beecher has it over the middle. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terrence Knox, the senior tight end on his way to Carolina next year, picks up his 6th touchdown of the season. And Concord is coming back into this game.
Well, he slipped into the seam. I mean, that's what you saw. He went down the seam. He got open, got down the field. He found an opening, and Beecher found him. At the same time, he alerted Beecher by putting his hand up. Look at me, I'm wide open, throw the football, and that's what Beecher did. And in this area right here, I do like throwing the ball to the tight ends anyway.
Sausage is in for the extra point attempt. This time a good snap and hold and a little bit better kick as a result. And it is 24-14 here at Memorial Stadium in Kannapolis. It's really something special to see.
When you have speed to the outside, it allows us to get a pass here.
And Eppinger lets it go down the field. Is it caught? It is. Touchdown.
So this is the same play that they got them on the last time. Just so happened defensively, the Spiders made the play. As I told you, 19 was wide open in the play before this. Keon Johnson, but the pass wasn't there. This time the pass was there. The result's good. Touchdown for the Wonders. Same play.
Eppinger does just enough. Keon Johnson does the rest. And as the rain begins to fall in earnest here, A.L. Brown strikes right back. Kick up and good. And boy, if you blinked, you missed it. A.L. Brown's up 31-14.
Well, you look at the Spiders. They're giving up on that pooch kick field position. When you give up that type of field position against a good offense, you give them a better chance to score. And that's why the Warriors were able to score so quickly, because they had good field position. They used the field, and they got out of bounds. I mean, again, this is the play that was there before. They just couldn't get it there. See, all you got to do is just go up and get it. Bam, touchdown. Highest point, end zone, 6.
Eppinger just knows if he can throw it about as far as he can.
That's all I had to do was get the ball into the air. And so he doesn't even step into it. He just wings it. So those are backbreakers. And I'm pretty sure on the turnover, Coach Newsom told his line, if you can protect just a little bit, we got to play for a big play. And that time, offensively, up front, they did their job.
Well, I guess that is how you respond to an opponent's touchdown on your home turf.
You are exactly right. Right before the half on top. Time left, surely fourth quarter, and it's still 8 minutes and some change, but it's still early in the third quarter. And I go back to where I started, Paul, a possession game. Every possession, when you're behind, you got to make them count. Let's see if they can do it here on this drive.
Well, you can see who's been doing the work in the backfield. Phillips with the dirty close there, but Beecher hits Bravon Howard, who has not had an opportunity to make a catch in his game yet, and he made the most of it there.
Well, what they've done or what they're doing, they're spreading the defense out and running multiple receivers to one side, loading up a side and forcing the defense to take a chance. But at the same time, they're forcing them to defend the field because of how many receivers they're placing on one side of the field.
Bravon Howard celebrates on the sideline. The crowd there on the Concord side, the visitor side.
But again, the fact remains, can the offense answer the bell?
Salsich is in for the extra point. What a tough snap, and that was going to bang off the upright. And that is no good. So
that's a huge miss.
It'll be an 11-point deficit for Concord. The snap. Almost made it into the end zone. Second and goal, the ball on the one, and Beecher will keep it himself, and Beecher is in the end zone. Touchdown Concord and a flag at the end of the play.
Same formation, quarterback sneak. Deceptive, but it works. And now there's a penalty on the play, so we'll see how far it goes.
Beecher with 26 passing touchdowns. Picks up a rushing touchdown here. So that one, of course, will go against A.L. Brown. The score will stand.
Now they go for two and hope they get a field goal to tie it up at the end.
Beecher will settle under center. Spiders going for two here. And the ball is loose. And that is not going to convert. So the Wonders do what they have to do. The Spiders unable to make a play there. They trail by 5. So that field goal option is out.
It's out. They need a touchdown. But they had trouble here the past 3 plays with the quarterback center exchange for whatever reason. Maybe the ball was a little slick, wet, and they didn't dry it off. Not sure, but
Newsom on the right. Coach Padgett knows his team had a couple of opportunities, but man, they had to overcome 2 early turnovers that really set them way back in this game.
And they've done a great job of fighting back, but I don't know if it was just enough. Again, it came down to possessions that we talked about earlier.
Bell swings it left. Beecher will fire it deep across the middle of the field, and that is going to do it.
Nice play call, but bad result because he had a chance.
The Big K takes the field. A.L. Brown, the team and the fans celebrate. No one has stayed dry. It has rained all throughout the evening. Mike Newsom waving some of those fans off. Hey, it's about sportsmanship. Let these teams congratulate each other for a game hard fought in midfield, and then we'll celebrate with the fans. Coach Mike Newsom, in his first season here at A.L. Brown, wins his first battle for the bell. And Ethan, I know we talked about this early, but this is the first time he's even been involved in this game because as a head coach, he's been busy on Friday nights up till now.
And now he sees what it's about. You know, this is very special. You get a chance to see now what happens after the game at the same time. Being a part of this is something you talked about, me remembering and memories. As long as Coach Newsom is a head football coach of Kannapolis, A.L. Brown, and as he moves on, he'll say, when they talk about rivalries, I know of a real rivalry and what it stands for and where it is. That's Kannapolis Concord, nothing like.